Welcome to Life Change Community. So let me ask you a question. If you heard the phrase messy spirituality, what comes to mind? Let me tell you what I mean by that. Many forms of religion, or specifically Christianity, have a very laissez-faire approach to how people live their lives, what they do, who they do it with, their attitudes or their actions. Basically, it's a just live and let live. And they define that as love, and they do define that as a form of Christianity. We're just supposed to love everybody and love everything, and everything's okay, right? Now, the other extreme of that was marked by the Pharisees in the days of Jesus or during the Inquisition. You also see it sometimes in churches in North America and other parts of the world. Poster waving, picket line attending, screaming and shouting about things and people who these people hate. And they call that Christianity. Well, the truth is, Christianity is all about being transformed into the image of Jesus. With His mind and His characteristics, nobody's going to be perfect in this life, don't misunderstand me. But our objective is to more and more be like Him, resemble Him, allow Him to live His life in us. And it shows up in how we think, and it shows up in our actions, and it shows up in our treatment of others. Now, the distance between where we are and this life of Christ, well, it's quite a distance. Messy spirituality acknowledges that we don't have it all figured out and we haven't arrived yet, but we're on our way. We acknowledge that there will be some messiness and some missteps and some mistakes. Sometimes we pause and sometimes we doubt. And then sometimes we make real progress. It's sure not neat, nor tidy, nor predictable. It's messy, but it's the kind of spiritual work that God does in us. So what's the right kind of church? Between the extremes of everything's okay and the other extreme which says you're never okay. It's basically the position that we're on the way. We press toward this mark, toward this high calling in Christ Jesus. And while we're on the way, as things are messy, we love each other. We're gentle and humble and kind. We're mercy givers and we're patient. All the characteristics, all the fruit or expression of God's Spirit in us. I think that's the kind of church, those are the kind of Christians that will change the world. They're the kinds of Christians who have been used of God to change my life.